my boy Joey hit me up. He was like, "Oh, like when am I gonna be a part of the podcast? It'll be funny to talk about your origin at UPS." I was like, "Yeah, remember I got molested at UPS?
Who hasn't?
You know, like I was sitting there sorting. I was in the sort out doing packages. All of a sudden, my supervisor Vince comes up and gropes me on my butt. He was like, "Yeah," and just like popped me on the butt. I was like, "Dude, like, what the fuck?"
Media.
He was a cokehead. Speed for sure.
And he only messed with dudes when he was on coke?
Yes.
Is he gay, dude?
No.
Just when he's on coke?
Just like, it was one of those, like, he tried to have like a locker room moment with me, but it's like, bruh, like, we're obviously in the workspace. Everybody's high at UPS. If you think nobody is smoking dope at UPS, you're a fool. All right. First of all, we start work at like 2:45 in the morning. Okay. Doing your packages, doing your overnight packages.
So you loading the trucks?
Loading the trucks. I was in sort aisle, and then I also had to do unload, which means you unload those heavy ass what we call them, the trailers, the heavy ass trailers and shit. Yeah, it was weird, man. Like, UPS is a weird ass company to work for, bro. You either got a meth head as your supervisor or a cocaine addict as your supervisor. And I'm telling you, it doesn't end well. Don't.
Yeah, I think most of the guys that work around here that drop stuff off, for the most part, they look pretty cool. But there's a couple dudes where it's like, there's no uniform, there's no.
Nah, if they pull up in a car with your UPS packages, they're from the unload, and they're not from Twilight either. They're from like the freaking the 2:30 to 8 o'clock, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. shifts, 9:30 a.m. shifts.
No. I mean, these dudes are in a truck, but they look like they stole the truck.
Shout out to UPS. Shout out to my fellow ex-co-workers and stuff that was in the sort aisle getting groped by Vince.
All right, what do you want to jump into first?
Got
some pretty good topics this week.
Yeah, like, first of all, I want to talk about the whole Sneeko getting deplatformed. Like, dude, you kind of had it coming, bro.
You want to give some backstory?
Like, so there's this guy named Sneeko, who's a red pill content, I guess. Like, what is that? I'm still like uneducated on the whole red pill, blue pill kind of thing. Like,
you gotta rewatch Matrix.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like, oh, we just want the truth. I'm like, the truth about what, bro? Like, what are you doing? A lot of his stuff is about him, like, being so aggro to women. And, like, what is that? Like, why are y'all, like...
Is he an incel?
In my opinion, he is. But the thing is, like, once you get a couple of views, people think that you're, like, smashing honeys or something. But it's like, even if you were, bro, like, your energy... Like, you scream, like, incel virgin energy to me, bro. Like, it doesn't...
He's banging chicks and he's has that same energy.
That's like, it's so fucking weird to me. And, like, so he got recently mad at a YouTube channel which I follow and I have extreme respect for. It's Abba and Preach. Even before I did the podcast, I was listening to Abba and Preach. They are like some pretty straight up stand up dudes from what I've seen. I mean, I don't know them and I haven't met them.
What was his beef with them?
Because they were talking about instead of him being deplatformed, they kind of just were like, well, you had it coming because of the way you were moving.
Just like extreme rhetoric or what?
Yes, dude. Like, he has some, like, you can go on YouTube and kind of pull some stuff up about him, but like, he was pretty wild, and he's a young man, like, thinking that, like, oh, women ain't nothing, I'm just gonna do this. Like, he's like Andrew Tate light.
Yeah, but and that's the thing too, is like when they're super extreme like that, like, because you get this with like political commentators and stuff too, is like, do you really feel like that, or is it like, are you like Skip Bayless or
He skipped Bayless straight up.
Yeah.
Like
So
I don't.
it's like
I
you
don't
really believe it, or are you just doing this because it gets attention?
I think he's doing it because it gets attention, but like it's like, bro, you kind of got the wrong attention you wanted to get, and now you can't go on anything. And the thing is, it's like they warned him. YouTube had warned him to not post anything. You know
that financially, man. If you're locked, if your income is YouTube, I mean, if you're making money, you can be making some serious money. And if that literally deplatform means that.
I mean, I think he
away.
plays games on Twitch, but like,
did he get deplatformed off of Twitch too, though?
I'm not too sure about that. I just know he's not on Instagram, he's not on TikTok, and he's not on YouTube.
Yeah, Twitch is probably not happening either then. So
Yeah.
his all of his income is gone.
Well, his message is pretty fucked. It's like I don't like the fact that these dudes are getting like young men's attention.
But remember, we were talking about something last week. We were talking about the conspiracy theory about the shooting, that massacre in
About what's his name?
Andrew
The dude that was
Jones.
lying. Yeah,
Alex Jones. Yeah. So we were talking. So it's one thing to put it out there, but like you got to put it on the people that are listening to it, going like, he's right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like the Capitol rioters. It's the hardcore.
I mean, again, for me, it's all one and the same. The people that were like out there, like shopping for him and like cheering him on. I'm like, bro, like y'all also a part of the problem.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I get it. Like, all right, let's be real here. All right, let's be really, really real here. I get it. If you're upset because you can't find a date or some shit, but like that's not on the woman's fault. Why don't you like level yourself up,
Dude? Jordan Peterson has a great discussion point.
and
for that.
I get a lot of flack for liking Jordan Peterson.
That's because you're getting it from people that don't listen to Jordan Peterson. If they actually listen to him, they go, "Oh, he's pretty right." Like his whole thing with those guys and those angry young men that can't get dates is like, what are you doing to yourself to be desirable for the opposite sex?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, look, I used to be called Snaggletooth all elementary, all junior high, all high school. I used to be called Snaggletooth Bandit, and it's like. But that didn't affect me to where it's like, I don't think I could pull. Like, I have a very fulfilling life, you know, messed up teeth and all, man. There's always somebody out there for you, man.
You were talking about it last week at your last house.
I mean, yeah, like, but the thing that bothers me with these red pill guys is they're like, oh, I'm a high valued man. I'm a high this and that. Like, you're trying to be Kevin Samuels so bad that like you don't even know, like that's not even what you're on. Like that's not even you, bro. Like you're not high valued. You're on YouTube spitting out anti-feminist rhetoric. And like it's all right, it's cool. I'm not really a feminist. I mean, I value what women have to say for sure, but I'm not like going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to take a stance against this because like I'm an incel. I'm not getting any pussy." Like, dude, like, bro, if you're not getting pussy, that's on you, bro.
They should move. All the incels should move to Atlanta, where there are like 1 million more single chicks than single dudes. That's. If I was single, I'm like, I need to get. I need to go. I'm going to Atlanta.
If I'm being honest, it's not even about moving anywhere. It's like, bro, like you gotta like come correct if you're gonna holler, like at some chick, like. You can't just be like, oh, like the reason why you're not taking to me is because you want someone high valued and you're disillusioned to the world. Like, shut the fuck up, bro.
That's the thing. Well, that's the funny thing is it's like they'll be like, oh, it's 10,000 of your guys' fault. It's not my fault though.
Yeah, like you blame.
It's all.
It's
of
you.
It's that whole
like,
crowd of
like,
chicks
but what about me?
that
Like, what am
me.
I doing?
Right.
You know,
Nothing right.
I feel like I check some boxes, you know what I'm saying, where it's like I have 2 jobs, pay my bills on time, I'm not ignorant, I'm not violent.
And you can talk to people.
And I know how to talk.
Right.
Like there's certain situations like it's like, dude, like I was talking, it was really funny. I was talking with a female coworker of mine.
Is this the one that wanted to get work done?
Yeah, it is the one that wanted to get worked on. She's very beautiful. She's very respectful, and she's very intelligent. She is an awesome coworker.
Is this you flirting with her through the podcast?
No. Okay. No.
I'm gonna cut this out and send her this.
Yeah, no, it's not that kind of party. I do not holler at people I work with.
But
no, it's not even a but. I mean, she's very beautiful. I mean,
so if she's like, "AB, let's go out," you'd be like, "No, we're coworkers." There it is.
I just know it's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen, so I'm not gonna be mad about it. So, and that's the difference between you're
not gonna kill her.
Yeah, or like or like be like, oh my god, you wouldn't go out with me.
You're a loser. Yeah.
Like I'm no. A lot of you guys need to understand how to take rejection. Like,
well, just the same way that not every dude likes every chick doesn't like every dude. That's just what it is. Like there's style, there's so many things that go into it.
Like you can think she could be the most beautiful thing in the world, but if she doesn't vibe with you, don't be mad at her because she's not vibing with you or she doesn't feel that same way. I don't think that there should be a whole like negative energy towards stuff like that. I feel like people like who they like.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then for everybody else, you just, because alcohol will get me to like somebody I wouldn't normally like, hands down. Which is, I'm sure.
Shoot.
There's some times where I go, oh, man, what did I do? Freaking Jack.
Man, shout out to Smokey, man, with the Jack Daniels and the mushrooms. That was my boy. But like, anyways, what I was saying, it's like I don't understand. Like I was talking with her about like on how dudes handle rejection, and we had like a good, meaningful conversation about it, where because I had to get a woman's perspective on it. So I could feel however I feel about like hollering at somebody or like trying to court somebody into like a relationship or like just going out for drinks, and she was pretty like straight up. She's like, look, like I think guys like don't know how to handle rejection these days, and I 100% agree with that. I feel like dudes don't know how to handle rejection. If like somebody like, I feel like somebody like Sneeko could like, so if a chick like her, like not even like him, but also there's another guy out here who I think is really taking L's, is DJ Academics, who's also a part of that whole like red pill stuff. And they were on the Fresh and Fit podcast and like was getting at this one chick really foul because she had a deep voice. He was like, oh, I don't want to be stroking and then like hear Pop Smoke's voice. He tried to compare her voice to Pop Smoke, which that's pretty funny. That's a funny thing to say.
But did she sound like that?
Not even. Like her voice was deep, but it was still feminine.
Right. Yeah, but is she like 6'5", like 325?
I don't know her height, but
she wasn't in the studio.
She was in the studio, but I can't tell your height if you're sitting down.
Was she big?
No, she looked really good. Yeah. She was very beautiful.
So they're just talking shit to talk shit.
Like they were talking shit because just to talk shit. Yeah. And even like there was this one dude that was sitting there, which I think was the realest nigga in the room. He was just like what are we doing here? Yeah. Because they were sitting there.
Fake.
It was so fake. Yeah. Like I was like, dude, and he was like, I'm big act. And then like there was something there was some footage of him arguing with two females, and they were like 6s and 5s. It was like, dude, you're not the alpha male you be trying to portray.
What's he?
He's fucking fat as fuck. He's ugly as shit.
That's the funniest thing to me is when somebody like that talks all that shit, and then they're like a 4.
Dude has chipmunk teeth.
Like, dude, what are you doing, man?
I have fucked up teeth. I have no right to judge anybody about how they look. I'm not trying to gas on him about how he looks. But like I'm just like, bro, like you and I both know
you're fucked up.
You're fucked up, you know? Yeah. Like, let's call a spade, my G.
Yeah, the people that yell up that's a weird. That's like a poor person yelling at somebody.
That's so weird to me. Yeah. I hate this incel energy. But moving on.
You want to talk about Kanye and the Jews?
Man, not even that, but the fact that he blamed fentanyl on the reason George Floyd died, I can't fuck with him anymore.
Yeah, well, all those drugs didn't help.
They didn't, but that's not the reason he died. Like, that's like, let's not try to tippy toe around it. George Floyd wasn't, like he wasn't like an angel, but he had the right to live.
Do you even know the context that came up? Did he just bring it up because it's like because he knows it's controversial?
So he was on Drink Champs, and the guy tried to get on him about which was Nori, which like shame on you too, Nori. Like I know he's doing his apology tour, but like, dude, learn how to read vibes, bruh. Like if LeBron James canceled his interview about the shop. Oh, well, he didn't cancel it. They shot Kanye's interview with LeBron and his friend on his show, The Shop.
Oh, yeah.
But they stopped putting out because it was too hateful. And I'm not mad about it because, like, when you listen to Kanye, like, I'm trying to not look at it from anyone's side. I'm just trying to hear it, like, just as a consumer. Like,
well, what's interesting, he's splitting conservative people too. Like, you would think all the conservatives would be loving him, and he's splitting the conservative.
When Trump's like, "Oh, nigga, you crazy?"
Yeah.
Like when Trump is saying that.
Yeah, because he knows. Yeah, when he says that, he knows that Kanye's support won't help him.
I also don't feel bad for Kanye. I'm tired of people talking about this like whole like, oh, it's a mental health issue. No, it's not. He's just an asshole. Like it's not like it's like I don't care about you being bipolar, bro. I really don't.
Yeah, you have billions of dollars.
Yeah,
solve it.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you wanted to solve it, you solve it. He doesn't. He's a troll.
Like
he knows what he's doing.
It doesn't make any sense to me. And then like when he tried to explain his White Lives Matter shirt, he's like, well, because white lives do matter. We know all lives matter, bruh. But the fact that it's you,
and then you're hanging out with Candace Owens, and then it's like we know what you're doing.
And
guys.
then like, you know what he tried to reason his George Floyd comments on was about her documentary, about the whole situation. He's like, oh, I watched the documentary and my mind was blown. She don't know George Floyd, bruh.
Well, you think Candace Owens may have a
agenda?
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm no shit. I'm sure her reasoning for him dying was going to be all the drugs in the system.
So dumb that we have to talk about stupid shit like this, but like it's like, bruh, like you're not helping the situation at all. And as a black man, I am ashamed to even like look up to you at a point. Like I loved Kanye West's 808s and Heartbreaks. I loved The Life of Pablo. Like, okay, you doing crazy antics, you getting on a Twitter rant is one thing, but when you start doing the anti-Semitic rhetoric, hate speech, like, dude, like, you're not, no, like, who would vote for you, bro?
Well, the thing is like he's going, oh, he thinks that he's so smart, he's manipulating all these things. Where
he's not.
Candace Owens is using him to. Now everybody's talking about Candace Owens. It's Candace Owens and Kanye, and Candace Owens is a marketing. Oh my god! I don't know if I want to go genius as the further, but she does a hell of a good job of marketing herself. And the more people are talking about her because she's with somebody that's making somebody angry, the more publicity she gets, the better she is.
But it's not problem solving at all to me. It's like,
but nobody's trying to solve problems now.
That's the thing that's the thing that bothers me. And I'm not a political guy. This is not going to be a political podcast. It's just that this is what happened this week in the world. And at the A.B. Coleman My Comedy Life podcast, we got to talk about it.
Well, if you just look at the way bills
promo
pass,
code AB Coleman, DoorDash,
DXL,
DXL.
But if you look at the way bills pass in Congress, it's 50. It's right down party lines. Like nobody gives a shit about what the other group is trying to do. It's just like nobody's trying to solve issues. People are just trying to dig their heels into their side and then call the other side stupid on both sides. It's not like a right thing is doing this to the left. Both sides are doing this, and it's bullshit.
I know. Like, I can't, like, man, that's why I don't like politics. It's too fake for me. It's not, like, really real. Like, I don't know. And it's a shame because these are the people that are in power that dictate,
right.
Like, our daily life.
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy to me because he incites, like, the way he was talking, it would incite violence. And that is my problem. Like, I don't want people walking up to a random Jewish person beating them up. Like, don't do that because Kanye says he feels like he's not given a fair shake. And that's the kind of rhetoric he is speaking. And I think that's so dangerous when you have such a platform to speak on about that. So, like, that's why I'm like, well, Donald Trump is even like, bro, like,
tone it down.
Like, tone it down a little. You're a little too racist. When you're too racist for Trump, you know you're a piece of shit.
Trump's like, I'm gonna need you for the black vote in 24. Can you tone it down a little bit, please?
Like, dude, like, we all know Kanye is a piece of shit at this point. And I don't care. No, because he tries to lean on the sympathy factor of like, oh, but like I'm, people trying to say I'm crazy. Like, nigga, because you are crazy. You're doing crazy shit. You're talking about crazy shit. And then he wants to be like, well, I'm a father. Like, I'm trying to be the best yay father. What the fuck is that? What is a yay father?
He's branding.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, why don't you just be a father to your children?
I mean, the thing is, like, and this sounds terrible. I'm sure they're great people. But if you want to be a great dad, you don't have kids in a situation like the Kardashians. I mean, I'm sure they're very nice. They're obviously very smart and successful and all that, whatever. And they've cut themselves to be very pretty or whatever. But like it's like having a baby with somebody from the circus. It's like, what are you putting? You're creating a very, very awkward situation.
Don't they got like 4 kids?
I don't know. Sure.
I think they got 3 or 4 kids, and I'm just like,
where they're constantly in the spotlight. I mean, that's not a great. It cannot be a great upbringing.
No,
it can't be.
But I don't. All right, I'll say this.
That being said, if they want to adopt me, I'm in.
Yeah, that. In all seriousness, Kim is probably a good parent. Like, I don't know. I'm not there. I don't see it. I can only see what I see on headlines.
And they're everywhere all the time. Usually not a great situation.
So, like, if you have, like, some nanny taking care of your child, like...
Or even if you don't. I mean, if the kid's always sitting in the back room while you're getting your makeup done and doing a photo shoot and showing your titties and...
Yeah, what kind of childhood is that? But, I mean... I don't know. I really have no opinion on that because, like, I don't have a child myself, so I'm not a parent, so I'm not going to judge anybody on how they parent.
Which means you should have a baby and then we can talk about it.
I don't think I'm ever having kids.
The chick that you work with.
No. She's not that into me, bro.
No.
No.
Has she seen the podcast though?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of my coworkers have watched the podcast, and I mean, they're saying, "Oh, it's really funny," but I don't know if that's like them really watching it.
Yeah, then like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hey, did you more stuff in the headlines this week? Did you see the daycare worker scare the shit out of like the preschool kids?
No, but I think she's valid if she did it.
I'm gonna have you watch it so you could.
Kids are assholes, man. Nah, fuck that. Nah.
just keep doing it and doing it.
Nah, fuck that. Nah.
I'd be pissed if my kid was
screaming. My kid was screaming like that because you wanted to walk around with the nun face, bitch. Fuck you.
That's the whatchamacallit? The
that was the nun.
Scream.
That was Ghostface?
I don't know what they call it, but yeah, the scream mask.
No, that's fucking. No, it happened at Mississippi, so I mean, it happened at Mississippi. Shit goes down in the SIP, you know what I mean?
This is the whitest school in Mississippi. Did you see all those kids? Those kids were like all blonde and blue.
And eyes. You got the one black kid that's like, this is the scariest thing I've seen. I'm from Macomb.
Yeah, usually they wear white hoods, not black hoods.
Yeah. Why did she do that? Why did that teacher do that?
I don't know.
Why? That's not funny to me.
Well, I could see it being a bad idea, but as soon as you see the reaction, like 2 seconds into that,
no, they're screaming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
for their lives.
Like you could go, oh, this would be funny if we scare the kids, and then 2 seconds in,
you traumatize these children. And it's daycare. I could understand if it's like 5th grade or 6th grade.
Yeah, these are
like
preschoolers.
Babies.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Nah, man, fuck that teacher. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, I think they got fired.
Good. Hope they get charges.
Multiple felonies, and they got let go.
Nah, that's terrorism, bro. We just witnessed terrorism right now, bro. No, real talk. That was terrorism. Fuck that.
These kids are going to...
They're never going to forget that. No, like, in all honesty, they're never going to forget that.
Now they hate school.
That's fucked up, man. Nah, man. Nah. Teachers, don't do that.
Don't scare the preschool
kids.
Don't
scare preschoolers, bro. Don't do that. That's not cool.
So a topic that keeps coming up in different states, mostly in the South, are the push for teachers to carry guns.
I mean, I'm down for whatever doesn't cause another Uvalde, you know? But the thing is, when you invite teachers to have guns, like, all right, so what my understanding is that, like, you could have a weird student that picks your lock and takes that gun and shoots said student with that gun. So I have an issue with that. I don't think teachers should carry guns. I'm not for that.
I just think about...
Because what I just said could happen. Because you know why? I'm that dumb student that wants to play with Miss Pittman's fucking gun. Like,
that's the thing, though, is like, I'm thinking, like, you get high school kids, they're strong. And probably a lot of the kids are stronger than a lot of the teachers.
And problematic.
Right. So you get a strong 17-year-old kid that gets pissed off at a teacher, they can just take your gun.
Like, imagine Deshaun punching you
and taking your gun.
Right. Like, imagine little Anthony being slick, taking your gun and beating the shit out of you with it.
Or
like,
and I think about, and this would kind of be funny, but like the teacher, the kid that talks back and the teacher just can't take it anymore and shoots him. Just like the teacher's the one that's like, you know what, shut the fuck up. I told you.
I mean, I don't think that's funny at all because that's an actual possibility. No, that's the thing. I'm like, that's a little, and that's also why I don't, because kids are rude and disrespectful as fuck. And if you get a fragile ego as your teacher and they're armed,
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, yeah, I can't see it in the likelihood that the teacher would be in a school where the shooter comes in and they're going to shoot the shooter, and then they're good enough to shoot the shooter, and then but the chance of there being an issue aside from that in all these schools with all these teachers with all these guns, I can't imagine that working out well.
No. God damn, this is the second week in a row we're talking about school shootings. It's
so no for the teachers.
Yeah, no, that's a no. I don't think guns should be at school at all. But it sucks because that's a thing you got to really deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I think
sucks.
Having cops or guard, whatever they do, having cops or guards. I mean, some of
these but like but I mean, Uvalde proved that just because you got cops doesn't mean they're gonna run in there. I'm sorry.
Don't have enough cops.
I am fucking sorry, but like that was the biggest show of cowardice I've ever seen in my life. Kids are being killed, bro.
Yeah, that was not good police work.
No. And the thing is, I think people were taking the wrong message from that. They're like, well, cops are humans too. No.
Yeah, when you sign up to do
you
do the shitty job.
Exactly. Yeah. Do what you got to do. I don't like being a custodian, but if a motherfucker shits on the staircase, I got to clean it.
So it's there's one person who's assigned to do that job. You got to do the job.
That's what I got to do. I got to clean it, so I got to clean it. Like, it's so weird to me. And then there was one Uvalde cop that said, "Oh, if it was my kid, I would have rushed right in there. But since they're not my kids, I'm not going to rush right in there." And they fired her, rightfully so.
Did she really say that?
She did say that.
You like to think that some people would like, even if you thought that, you wouldn't say it out loud.
But that bitch said it out loud. It's like
so she's also retarded.
Like, why would you?
Been a cop in the first place.
Oh my gosh. And I don't want people to think that I'm like bagging on police, because like I know that there are great police out there. There are actually heroes, to serve and protect. So this is not the anti-police. I'm not anti-police. I'm not, but y'all gotta really work on some of y'all policies, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with people with my skin complexion.
Well, the thing is too, it's like, I mean, one, in every profession, you're gonna have great people and shitty people.
I mean, there's bad apples everywhere,
right?
Man.
But the thing that sucks is like, you would think all the good, like if you look at the percentage of cops that do shitty things, it's pretty small. Get rid of the shitty cops. Like, for the good cops, like why wouldn't you get rid of the shitty cops?
That's why we got unions. I think that's the problem.
The union, but like the union's like, it's like the union like a team. Like you're as good as your weakest link. Well, if your weakest link is freaking what's his name in Minneapolis, that's a pretty weak ass link. You would think you would want to get rid of that one.
I don't know. I get kind of exhausted about like seeing the injustices and the brutalities that go on to like it, and it's not, and I'm not even saying it's just because like I'm black and I feel like that. I do feel the prejudiceness. Like I feel that, and I feel that too, but there's all kinds of prejudices going on, so I can't just say, oh, for us black people. I'm for all people. Like, let's stop the injustice of all people. And I'm sick of like people just getting away with shit like that. And it's mostly police that are getting away with shit like that.
Well, because they have like the unions to back them, and they have
that's what I gotta say about that. Because like if I had, like, I'm not a parent, but if I had a kid that was like in there in Uvalde, it doesn't even need to be my kid. The fact that there are kids dying, I would rush in just to help, because fucking that's my job, dude.
Right.
Like, I swear, y'all niggas ain't never seen an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Like, dude. Like, bro, like, Steven Seagal would be ashamed. Like,
he is a sheriff too, right? Or he was? Yeah.
But it's like, dude, like, all these action movies, like Die Hard, you got fucking McClane out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, like, that's a hero cop to me, to, like, put his life on the line to stop terrorism or injustices everywhere. But like, I look at cops today and I'm like, y'all niggas ain't McClanes. Y'all ain't McClanes
but that's the problem with the media stuff too, is people like negative things more than positive things. So there's cops. I mean, just numbers wise, there's cops. There's so many cops in the United States doing good things, and they don't put them out because they doesn't get as much attention as a cop doing something bad.
Like I had, like, oh my God, like, fortunately for me, I haven't had many encounters with police negatively. Like I've had actually some pretty positive experiences with police. Like in New Year's, I pretty much blacked out, but you know who gave me a ride home? San Jose police.
And I'm sure
they were like my Uber.
And I'm sure your whoever was at the house was like, "What the fuck is happening?
Like, did AB just get out of a patrol car and then they handed him his bag? Is he snitching?
Yeah, really.
Like, who are you telling on?
Was this the trap house?
This was at the trap house.
Like, we're all going to jail.
They were like, oh shit, I hope they don't go inside. The generator was literally running. Like, it was bad.
Yeah, the cop's like, it's worse here for you than at jail.
Another night with my friend Smokey. I mean, I blacked out and I ended up.
Hey, do you have any videos you want to watch?
Oh yeah, Creed trailer. Here, Jonathan Majors is in this thing.
The last
man.
7
He's
years
the
of my
villain.
life, living out my wildest dreams. Bianca, Rocky, my dad. This was built on their shoulders. Hey, my man, can I help you?
Let me get an autograph.
Nah, I ain't signing no autographs, but you get off my car.
You don't remember me, huh?
Damien. How long were you locked up?
18 years, bro.
Of course,
Just got out last week.
Glad to have you back out, huh?
I know I've been away a long time, but I kept myself in shape. I still got gas in the tank.
Come by the gym.
Thank you.
Curious what happened with you two?
I didn't tell you. We was like brothers. I was the best, though. But I never got a chance to prove that. That's cute. I know what you're doing, Donnie. You don't owe this dude nothing.
Damien's fighting the world and he's trying to hurt people.
I vouch for you. You think you mad? Try spending half your life in a cell. Watching somebody else live your life. I'm coming for everything. You threatening me?
Something is going on with you.
Damien was like,
I mean, is it wrong that I'm rooting for Jonathan Majors? I love Michael B. Jordan.
Maybe you just have to find him.
Do what I gotta do. Some of my methods you might disagree with me. These are family ties. I recognize mine. I know that they needed me. It's traumatic stress. Watch it manifest. Got my only fear. I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? I ain't scared of that. Did you hear me yet? What you gonna do? Threaten to take my breath?
I need you to let go of your fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
I feel those chains are breaking, yeah. I fear God, I don't fear death. I see those stripes and take a step.
Damn. Woo! That trailer was fire, bro. I'm sorry. That trailer was fucking fire. Chef's kiss. That was so good. They looked pumped. They looked jacked, bro.
Steroids will do that to you.
I don't even think it's steroids. I think that's just Jonathan Majors just like, oh, I'm out here.
Stop it.
That's not steroids. I'm hard pressed. He's always been jacked, bro. I don't know,
You
man.
can do steroids for a long time.
I guess. I don't think that's steroids though.
Bro, come on. Go look at old stuff of Michael B. Jordan and look at stuff now. Come on. He's jacked. He's huge.
Well, that's Michael B. Jordan. I'm talking about Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, but
I don't even know if that's steroids.
bro.
I mean, they're not.
You think Captain America's no steroids too? What's his name?
Anthony Mackie?
No,
Anthony.
no. Old one. Anthony Mackie's not that big.
Oh, don't talk about Chris Evans.
Chris Evans is totally on steroids.
Don't talk about Chris
I'm
Evans.
not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a thing.
That's an angel.
It's a
Don't
thing.
talk about
Hey.
Chris Evans.
Hey, angels can take steroids. That was
Never mind.
that was a great trailer.
Yeah, that was a great trailer.
I bet he wins too.
I hope Jonathan Majors wins.
Not him, man. He's the bad guy.
Well, that.
Unless it's one of those things where it's like it's 2 parts and then this one, but you don't realize it till the end of the movie where it's like to be continued and it's like part 2. It's like a 5-hour movie.
Okay, I'll put it like this: he's probably gonna lose,
But
and then come back and win again. It's gonna be Clubber Lang all over again. But I'm not necessarily mad about that.
He's gonna come back. He's gonna realize that he's holding on to all this anger and that he can't do that anymore because the past is the past.
Let's not give away the story now.
Hey, we haven't seen it. I'm just saying, like it. I feel like they're telegraphing.
I think the trailer pretty much said what the story is. But I loved it.
As far as a franchise, though, Michael B. Jordan taking on
the Rocky franchise,
that's freaking so good.
Yeah, my thing is Rocky going to be dead in this one? Because we saw him at a grave site.
That's his dad.
No, Apollo Creed's been dead, but he was with an aunt. No, in the trailer, it showed him with an entourage. So is Rocky dead?
I hope so. He's almost real dead in real life, right?
No,
he's like 75. He's like 75.
I don't know. Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger are people I think that are immortal. Yeah. Remember that guy tried to kick Arnold Schwarzenegger and he realized he fucked up? He was like, "Oh shit, that's the governor." Like
don't fuck with Conan.
Don't fuck with. That's the Barbarian, my dude. Before Jason Momoa, and can still probably be the Barbarian today.
At least his dad.
No, I still have faith in Arnold. I don't know. I'm a Terminator fan. I'm an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan.
We got any? You have any other trailers you want to watch or something else? Or did you watch the? You want to review a movie?
I didn't watch Terrifier 2.
Okay.
I saw the trailer for it. I didn't watch it. I've seen Terrifier 1. Art the Clown ain't no joke, man. Art the Clown ain't no joke, man. I think I seen.
So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that.
Because when you recommend it.
You think that guy's still out there?
What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed.
They never found his body. What if he decides to come back here?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
Sir, what are you doing?
It wasn't me.
He was covered in blood on his shirt and his hands when he got here.
I'm telling you, it was him, Allie. Right down to the little black dot on the tip of his nose.
You're really weird, you know that?
I believe him.
About what? Something really bad's gonna happen tonight.
No, I know when Jonathan's lying, okay? I could hear it in his voice. Something's wrong.
Look, we're gonna have fun. Stress-free environment.
Yep. Speaking of surprises, kids, we have a very special guest with us today. All the way from Miles County, please welcome Art the Clown.
These actresses are so basic. I'm sorry. Is she gonna like Wonder Woman him?
I don't know. This movie is
911. You have an emergency.
I bet she wins.
That's my problem I have with these horror movies now, man. That's this problem I have with these horror movies. Why can't you just let the killers kill, man? Why you gotta fight back? Like, I get it, but why do you have to like wound the killer? Like, I like someone like Jason and Michael. Like, you could shoot me, stab me, and even in Freddy's sense, you could burn me. And this is almost verbatim of what Freddy said, but I keep always coming back. Like, I love horror movies.
But this
like
is also
that.
number 2, so he did come back.
In the first one, he didn't get fucked up
at all.
I think he got shot.
Oh.
I think he got shot. I haven't seen the first one in like a year and a half. Like I saw it on Netflix.
This doesn't look like a big theater, big producer.
No, it's more like a streaming.
Yeah, okay.
Straight when he gets it. But I mean, Halloween Kills was also
Was
streaming.
it bad?
It was bad.
Really?
It was bad. I'll review that. This week I did watch Halloween Kills. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. And I loved the first Halloween from 2018. I love that movie. I even liked the second one. The second one was pretty cool to me.
What about the ones from like 1981?
No, they were garbage. I mean, the first Halloween was garbage. We all know this. I like the only old Halloween I really like is the one with Paul Rudd because he was giving off Paul Rudd energy.
Yeah, he's good.
Like he was giving off that vibe and it was cool. I mean, I love Michael Myers. That's like one of my favorites. But if you were gonna give me like a top 5 of like horror icons, it's going to be Freddy Krueger as one.
Yeah, he scared the shit out of me when I was like 10.
He didn't even scare me. I just like how he's gonna kill you and he's gonna pop jokes with it.
In your sleep, man.
Like
that's fucking terrifying.
Like he's gonna pop jokes with it. He's like, oh, like when he's like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch," and he stuffs that chick in the TV. That's fire. Spoiler alert for Dream Warriors. And then the second is Chucky. Because it's like,
because he coached the Raiders.
This little dude is killing you in a doll's body, but he's doing it laughing. I like that. And then like number 3 for me is Jason Voorhees, the silent killer. You know what I'm saying? He don't say nothing. He don't run. That's my problem with, I don't know when it was. I think it was 2009. They did a Friday the 13th with the dude from Supernatural. And I didn't like seeing Jason run.
He's not a runner.
No, like speed walk, maybe.
Maybe. But even that, he doesn't have to do that because he somehow still catches up to you.
Speed walk, maybe. But the fact that they had my bro running like that, I'm like, I didn't fuck with that. That's why he's number 3 on the list, or he'd be number 1. Because Jason don't fuck around, bro. Like, nah, bro. And then Michael Myers was number 4 because like he just like the way he would get up, like he'd be doing the sit up. Like he'd fall and all of a sudden he'd just sit up like this and just turn around and look and then just get out without making no noise.
I think the last one I saw with Jason was he went to like New York.
And he knocked that nigga's head off.
And the guy tried to box him.
Why are you trying to box Jason? If I'm not gonna lie,
he should be in Creed 4.
He should not. No. First of all, he was so skinny, it was not believable. It was like
he can bulk up. I mean, shit. He started running. It's because he started running. That's why he's so skinny.
Nah, bro. Like, first of all, I'm not punching no nigga I see in a hockey mask. I'm not punching you, bro. I'm running the other direction. If you stand over 6'5" and you're in a hockey mask and you have a suit that looks like you came out of the Blue Lagoon, I'm running the opposite direction.
Yeah, there's no reason to
there's no I don't care how manly I am. You're not beating that. You know, it's an immovable force. You know, it's just gonna come and fuck you up. I'm not doing that. And then number 5 is Jeepers Creepers. I love the Creeper. And I also, all right, we're gonna do 2 reviews for the price of 1. All right, Jeepers Creepers Reborn fucking sucked. It was terrible. It was woke garbage. I'm tired of all these horror movies being woke. Stop it.
Wait, so what did they do that made it woke?
Oh my God, bro. They made so the main character was like this black dude and his white girlfriend. What?
That was it?
Like it was them going
I thought
to
they were going to be like non-binary and friggin'
no that was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2021 or 2022.
The guy was pregnant.
Oh my God, dude, I'm so sick of oh my God, I'm so sick of this woke nonsense, man. I'm not a man. No.
It's when it's forced that's a problem.
It's forced.
Yeah, that's when it's bad. When it's like they throw something and you're like,
oh my God,
why?
it's kind of forced. And like the actors who are the main characters suck.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I noticed with the
no, real talk. You go from Justin Long, in the first one, and then the second one. All the characters that were in that movie in Jeepers Creepers 2 were they were actually good actors.
Justin Long's super underrated.
I mean, Tusk. He was on New Girl making comedy. He's a great actor because he could do everything. He could do drama. He could do horror. He could do comedy. He could do anything. And then the Justin Long tug is getting really big.
Oh,
I love Justin Long.
Just do it. Get it over.
Just do it. Get over with. And then but like I'm noticing more and more in these horror movies, it's just woke garbage. And like even Hellraiser was really good. But even it had its moments of being too woke. And I'm just like, dude,
just kill people.
Just kill people. Like, can we not just be like, can we not just kill people?
Did they kill like one white guy, one black guy, one?
Yeah,
Asian,
it's
one
like
chick,
it has to be like really specific. And I'm like, dude, like I miss shit like I miss shit like Friday the 13th, you know, where everyone got it. And there was only one person that lived at the end.
Yeah.
I'm tired of like three motherfuckers living at the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Like there's only one, and and there's a reason they call it the final girl. Like you need that one chick to live. I mean, I need my Jamie Lee Curtis to like, then it's more believable. But this Terrifier shit, her like fighting him like oh I'm like
yeah
bitch.
When he kills everybody else, no problem. He's got this skinny ass chick that's like, oh, this one's tough.
In a
like,
fucking in a fucking Wonder Woman 2 1984 a costume. Like, get the fuck out of here. This bitch is not beating Art the Clown.
She's like, I take jujitsu, I work out,
Jesus
do Pilates.
Christ. I mean, I don't know. I like shit. I like so when we're talking about movies of like the female protagonist whooping ass, it's like You're Next. Like the chick from You're Next was fucking up all the killers. Like shit like that I can get behind, but that's because her background made that believable. Like she was like, no, I've had some intense like training and like I had an interesting childhood. Okay, that's why you're fucking up all these random killers. Because like
not just some chick.
Not just some like, oh, I'm here, oh my God, I have to do this because like I need to save my little brother. No, like you think my sister is gonna beat Art the Clown to save my ass? Nigga, please.
She could try. But it wouldn't last long.
I don't even think she would try. I think she would just be like, oh, he's gone.
I'll miss you, AB.
I miss you. I'll name my third child after you. That's, you know, that's it.
All right, man. I got some questions for you.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do if you won the Mega Millions?
I'd buy a lot of alcohol. I'll make sure my rent's paid for the year.
Mega Millions. You still paying rent?
And then I'd invest.
Still paying rent?
Well, you know, I don't know anything about purchasing homes and shit. I'm just like,
you don't have to know shit. You just go over and be like, I want that house.
Yes, but I feel like the kind of parents I have wouldn't allow that to happen. I feel
buy a house.
I think my mom would be like, all right, you can get a house, but like,
get me one too.
Yeah. No, my mom's not that type.
No, I'm talking like $400 million. I'm talking like I'm not talking like $1 million. I mean like Mega Millions, like the multi-state. You don't ever have to worry about money again unless you're completely retarded with money.
I think that's why God is not allowing me to make that kind of money, because like I'm that dude from the news that's like, I'm gonna spend it on cocaine and hookers because like that's real.
You'd be like the Chappelle Show with the reparations.
Like that's real. Like, oh, I bought this baby. It ain't even my baby. Like stuff like that. Like that's the thing, because I ain't never had money. So like if I were to get money, I wouldn't know what to do with it, bro. Like I wouldn't know, man. I wouldn't know. I'd probably die an early death. ODing in some fucking cracked out mansion. That's facts, man. That's facts.
Biggest fear?
Needles. I don't like needles. I have a big fear of needles. Did you want to get really philosophical with it?
I mean, yeah, okay, needles are scary, but okay, something like fear in life. What's your biggest fear in life?
Going to prison and getting butt.
Okay. What about getting not in prison? That's not a fear?
No, because
it happens, dude. It happens.
Does it, though?
Yeah, you blacked out and pass out. You can wake up and things happen.
I kind of asked for it at that point. In my opinion, I'm like, well, if I cannot handle it,
yeah, you pass out a UPS. That dude starts.
As long as he gives me my vacation time.
So then it's not a fear. So it's not a fear. You're good.
I have no fear of that.
We've already worked through that.
No, mine's about in prison, like getting shanked and then like, oh, I get stabbed and you
shank you first and then getting you Dahmer.
I think we should really like bleep out the R word though.
Yeah, I don't think you can use.
I don't think we could use that. I feel really bad because there's people now like really like that. They're
like, I was raped.
Yeah, like I don't want to come off like really insensitive about it because some stuff about that, like everything is situational and it's like funny. Like, okay, if I'm talking about it, I can see that being funny. But if you're like, you went through that, I can see you being like, fuck AB.
A little traumatized?
Yeah, like fuck AB. Like, I can't believe you even say that. Because obviously that's not going to happen to me.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. If you're at the caravan.
It happens all the time.
Happens all the time.
It's just a matter of time. Okay, so I read this story about this guy. And I'm going to have you try to guess. Let me set it up. A homeless guy got arrested. And when he was getting processed or whatever, they pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They pulled 9 things out of his ass. So I want you to guess to see if you can guess if any. I'll give you 3 guesses and see if you can guess anything on this list that was in his ass.
A shiv.
No.
A bag of drugs.
Technically, there were a little bag with 17 blue pills. So I'm assuming Viagra.
Drugs.
Okay.
Money.
No, but there was a receipt. Give a couple more guesses.
If I'm being honest, I wouldn't know what to guess. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing. Like, nothing a homeless dude has in his ass would surprise me at this point. That's why I'm like, what do I guess? Is there a ruler?
No, but there's an eraser.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nothing can really surprise me at this point. Was there a Sharpie?
No, there was not. Okay, let me tell you what there was. Okay, there were 17 blue pills. I'm assuming Viagra. There was a cigarette. I'm assuming in a bag. I hope.
Half smoked.
I hope.
No, that shit was half smoked.
There were 6 matches.
Like I'm saying, that shit was half smoked.
There was a flint.
I don't know what that is.
The things you use to light fire, like 2 rocks that you snap together to make a spark.
This nigga camping?
Yeah. Well,
he's
homeless. Yeah, technically.
He's doing the Silver Creek Trail. He's the guys that are on the side of the Silver Creek Trail that be in the tents.
Yeah. He's camping every day. There was an empty syringe, and an eraser was on the tip of the needle. That's where the eraser came from.
They're doing heroin.
There was a lip balm.
I mean, you need your Carmax. I mean, you know what I mean. You need that, bro. You don't want to dry out.
There was a condom.
Why?
For safe sex in prison. There was a CVS receipt, and then a coupon for, I'm assuming, when he gets out. That was all of that was in his butt when he got processed.
And not anything you said surprised me other than the condom. I was like, that's the only thing. I'm like, you use condoms?
Hey, man, gotta be safe out there.
I guess. All right.
TikToks. Yeah, TikToks. Shout out to the people on TikTok that be like commenting. You guys are actually pretty awesome. I haven't had any hate. The only thing I really get is that I'm a toxic male or something. Technically, you only got that once, and it didn't really make sense.
Yeah, it was like
it was a toxic male thing because the guy got banged by 15 chicks or whatever. It's like, I don't.
Yeah, and they were like,
that's really toxic.
That's not funny. I'm like, well, it kind of is.
Well, it may not be funny, but it's like toxic male. I don't understand that. Well, what are the chicks? If the dudes if it's toxic, what are the chicks in there? They got to be toxic females, right? They're rapists.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm just like, all right. I guess I'm toxic. I got toxic masculinity energy, which I don't think I have.
I don't think so either. All right, here we go.
I want to know, if I showed up to our date wearing this, what would you do? What would you do?
I would ask, what are you eating? And continue on with the date. She looked pretty good to me. I mean, if she brings a hand puppet, I'm just going to be like, oh, that's her fetish.
Well, what if she only talked through the hand puppet?
I don't even think I would mind.
What if she, but it's only because she's kind of pretty. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing what you put up with.
I'm like, all right. I'm talking to Mr. Dougal.
You're like, you gotta wonder what it's like when.
It's not even the. I mean,
what's the bedroom situation?
Okay,
like?
so like, not even that, but like the basis of if we meet up and I'm just like, okay, she's fairly pretty, but she pulls out a sock puppet. I'm like, I'm gonna see where this goes.
Yeah. I'll give you.
I'll give you the, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if he's funny, if her sock puppet dude is funny, I'm like, I can get into this.
I could just.
But I'm a creep. So
my imagination is going all over the place of what that would be like to bang this chick. What if she's like going down on you? She's like, it's the puppet's turn. Like, what the fuck? What? All right.
I'll be like.
So what you're saying is,
I'm like, do you want my hands behind my back or on my head?
She's like, I want you to get your own puppet. There you go.
Oh, hello, Stephanie.
Like,
my turn.
Meet more. Like,
all right, number 2.
Holla at me if you got puppets, ladies.
But only if you're good looking.
Not even. I have no real standard.
I post my naked body online to
like
put it short
fully
and
naked.
Yes.
Are you
much.
fulfilled doing this?
Absolutely not. No, it has made me like extremely depressed.
Whoa. How much longer do you want to do this for?
I would love to stop now.
That was more sad than I thought it was gonna be. Girl, like, no one is, I mean, I hope no one is forcing her to get naked for OnlyFans, but if that's the way you pay your bills and you feel shame for that, you should probably stop doing that.
I would imagine it would get pretty hard. Like, let's just give like a reasonable number. She's pulling in like 10 G's a month off of OnlyFans.
Oh, keep doing it, bitch. The fuck? Like, what are we talking about here?
Get some pills. Make yourself
like,
happy.
Yeah, what are we talking about here? Talking about I'm extremely depressed. Because
For Hers. I've seen a For Hers commercial with some depressed chick that she started taking pills. She's fine. Take the pills. forhers.com.
Oh, no.
Promo code AB Coleman.
But if you're, promo code AB Coleman. But if you're pulling like nothing and you're doing it because that's like your, like,
well, she's on this show, so she's pulling something and she's hot as shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so you're really attractive.
Money.
But the thing is, it's like, all right, so here's my say about this, because I had a stance about this last week when I was talking about porn stars and strippers. Like, I think that, like, if you're confident with what you look like in your body, I say go for, who am I to tell you not to do that? But like, if you internally feel shame for what you're doing, then don't do it.
Yeah, that's a hard place to be.
Because, you know what I'm saying? But in that same stance though, if you're living a lifestyle that if you'd work a regular 9 to 5 can't keep up with what you're doing, then don't complain, bitch.
Well, or just figure it out.
Yeah, like, don't complain. Go to school, get you a degree.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's other things you could be doing. And I don't even want people to be like, well, what if she has kids to support? Motherfucker, I know niggas all day long with kids.
Well, it's like
working Burger King.
But the thing is, like, she decided initially to take her titties out for
like, no one forced you to do that. But right. The thing is, there are some situations where some females are being strong-armed and forced into that.
For
sure.
So
that I am not with.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's on the podcast straight up talking about, like, she, you know, like, hey man, you brought that energy.
Right. Right. Number 3.
Yeah, man, he stole that dolly from Home Depot, bro.
I was thinking more the guy on the dolly.
Oh, there's a nigga on there? Oh. I thought that was like,
dude.
Oh, that's a whole ass person. Oh, drug addicts.
At least he's got a good friend. He's a drug addict with a good friend. Because mostly I just see people where people are frozen, whatever the hell they're doing, and they're drooling and shit.
Meth. It's meth.
And people are
meth.
People just film them. This guy's at least taking this guy someplace. Hopefully to a.
He's also high.
That's a good.
That's nobody's sober. Like if you have a sober friend, they're not pushing you down.
You don't know that.
No, I've been around too many of you meth heads. I know exactly your types.
All right, next one.
Below me, I'm the one, not the two. Got this song on loop. Shoot the 3, that's what I'm for. Always gotta score. I'm the one, not the 2. Got this song on loop. Shoot the 3, that's what I'm for.
You know she's a hooker. But depending on what country, she may have a wee-wee. Would you turn this down?
Look. I don't discriminate. No, I'm just playing. I don't agree with paying for sex. I'm not an advocate of that. But would I turn it down? Probably not.
If it was free.
If it was for free.
Gotcha.
I tend to not. I tend to not want to pay for pussy. Like that's my thing. I don't want to do that. That's my.
I feel like it'd be a slippery slope once you get into that.
Yeah, like
Just
because it's like you're only one step away from being an OnlyFans simp. You know what I'm saying? When you do that.
Yeah, and then you're just hanging out at the V bar at Santana Row looking for hookers.
Yeah, it's not a good look, man. Like it's not really a good look. Just go on a date if you
saw her randomly sitting on the curb.
My head?
Yeah, look.
It kind of looks tender, huh?
It's broken.
No, it's not. It's just swollen.
No, I think it's broken. Let me see. Stand up straight.
It hurts.
Let it go. Yeah, that's broken. You need to go to the hospital.
Dude.
I had it like that for a while already.
And she's just sitting there.
That was me on New Year's. I'm not even gonna front. Like that was like me. I was so fucked up. I couldn't.
But your arm wasn't in half.
No, her forearm is clearly broken.
And she's just hanging out. It's just swollen. It's like what? That can't feel good.
White Claw will do it to you.
Promo code
AB Coleman. That was wild. That was really wild.
I'm gonna pause it right when you're in bed, bro. Hold up.
Salute that man. Salute that young man. I wouldn't even lifted her up. I would have let her sit there and stew in her defeat.
How smooth was that?
That was so smooth. And I don't want people to be like, oh, he should have let her win. Why?
But the thing that irritates me about that is out of the, let's say, 100 times I played that growing up, I never once thought to do that.
I did.
To pull the chair?
I've thought about doing stuff like that, but I never made it that far to be the single chair. That's the thing. Like I would always have these machinations and these schemes, and it would never work. But that's like
that never crossed.
Bravo to that young man.
So slick. I would knock the chick out of the way with my butt.
Yeah, but I think he fooled her with his looks. I think he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a gentleman." Nah, gotcha, bitch. He like,
God, that was so slick.
That was so smooth.
So smooth.
That's a smooth criminal.
When I text you goodnight later, what number should I use?
Say what?
When I text you goodnight later,
Okay.
which number should I use?
No number.
No number? You don't want to give me your number?
I'd love to, but no.
Well, that'd be pretty awesome.
No, because she's clearly doing a prank. I wouldn't believe that.
Okay.
I would be with him.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, I'm not giving you my number, bitch.
If it were real. That'd be pretty awesome.
It would be, I guess, but that's not realistic to me. Like, I'm like,
there's some forward chicks.
Yeah, but he's a good looking older gentleman.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if it was me. Like,
you never had a chick come on to you before?
Nope.
Shut up.
Nope. Not that I wasn't attracted to. The unattractive females.
The fives?
Hit me up really bold. Like, big up my confidence. Be like, oh, you look good, this and that. I've never had like a 7 or an 8 or a dime just like hit me up like, come on, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, like this, not, nah.
Really?
That's not believable for me. Dude, my nickname was Snaggletooth. I don't think I'm pulling tens, bro. I mean, I have confidence in myself. I mean, I can swing the D real good, but it's like
the fives love it.
Yeah, the fives. Oh, the fives rave about me, dude. Especially the threes.
Get a 2.5. Want to get married?
Oh my God.
Next.
Ooh.
Dude.
I fucked up.
Dude. The kid almost decapitated themselves.
Bro, shit like that happens to me at work, bro. Like when I gotta sign in, I take my electric bike. I ride an electric bike, so roast me in the comments if you want.
Hey, you're saving the planet. No shame.
Yeah, I'm Captain Planet.
Planet.
So like I'm like but in there we have these taped off areas, like you got to go under them to get to like where your sign out area is, because we have to block off from patients and from employees for exits. So like I'd be riding my bike to get to where I got to sign out, and like shit like that almost be happening. But like I got super flex reflexes. I'm just like,
I want video of that if it does happen. Then we can post it.
Hell no.
And make fun of it.
Hell no. My teeth alone are enough.
Last one.
My toxic trait is that I feel like a literal god when I look this hot. Like, what the fuck on? Like, how is this not, like, am I not worth worshipping? I am. Sorry.
I bow to you, queen. I bow to you. I admire that confidence.
Think it's real? She got out of a wheelchair because she's fat.
Yeah, but like, all right, I'm gonna just be on. I'm gonna be up front. If you have like confidence like that,
you're pulling somebody.
Like you're pulling somebody, because a lot of my female friends told me like it's about the confidence. If you have the confidence to do it, they find that very endearing.
I think there's a limit.
So there is, but there's always somebody for somebody out there, man.
Yeah. I just don't think she's pulling twos.
I mean, I don't think Brad Pitt's gonna kiss her toes, but
no, I don't think so.
But would I?
Bro.
Does she make good fried pork chops?
Bro, I don't care how good the pork chops are. There's no way. Shut up, dude. Shut up. No way. You're just saying that because you don't want to.
Do you make fried pork chops, baby?
You know she does. Look at her ass. What are you talking about? Make them, eat them.
You put that Lowry seasoning salt on that?
She's white and from England. She doesn't put shit on her.
Oh, no. Yeah. Never mind. That's a no-go for me, man. You white people, season your goddamn food, man. And I'm not talking to you Italians. You Italians it's different. Like, you guys actually put seasonings in your shit. I'm talking about, like, you pasty white people. Put seasoning on your food, man. Eating chicken with cumin. Get the fuck out of here, man. Put that Lowry seasoning salt on that bitch, man. Put some garlic salt on that bitch, man. More sodium, please. Promo code abcolemancomedy.
All right, if you have questions, comments, advertising, bookings, anything, abcolemancomedy@gmail.com.
And that's it. That's the My Comedy Life podcast. It's AB Coleman, your hostess with the mostest. I'm signing out. And if you got any questions, direct them to producer Joe, because he's the boss.
Media.